her concealer, her foundation, you're missing out because these products go on like a smooth, like just they glide onto the skin, melt into the skin like a serum, right?
That's
but
where
it
everything
really
starts, girl.
covers everything. So years in the making. We've got all shades in stock right now. Normally it goes for $32. This is the big size. Well, for less than the price of the full size, this covers everything. We're getting a $24 amazing brush included.
I love
the
this
brush
new
is now my new favorite brush.
It's such a good brush.
Because it's even shaped like those little corners
gets
of your
right
face.
in that corner where it naturally gets dark. So you know what? This did take years to make. And here's the deal. And I'm going to say it, and then we'll go over the shades really quickly. But I wanted to take everything that we hated about concealer, really deconstruct it, and then go to work for it and say, okay, how do I make it thin? How do I make it look like it's seamless, like you don't have anything on your skin? Most of the time you put a concealer, you can see the concealer. If you can see the concealer, so can someone that's looking at you. So we'll go over the shades really quick. Let's do that because that way I know you'll be able to jump in on those shades.
And I'll tell you right now, I wear either the light or the light medium. So I've been going light medium these days.
I'm the same as you.
Go for it.
So fair is porcelain pink, burns in the sun. Fair light, still pink, a little tad bit warmer, not much. I'm wearing light today, but I've got that bronzing powder that's coming up next. And then light medium is Leslie. Medium is very neutral, right? Equal pink, equal yellow. Tan was Michelle Yarn earlier today. Tan Deep has a bit of red. That was actually Debbie D. Deep is neutral. Deep Rich has a little bit of a blue undertone, and then Rich goes back to neutral. So a couple things that happen with a concealer and why this has taken on a life of its own. And I'm going to show you live what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just tap this on, okay? Just a little tiny taps like this. When I talk about traceless, you don't want to see your concealer. So watch. Here's the brush. Okay, watch how it just melds into my skin. Just much like you saw the green cream.
Watch
it
this.
Literally
you
goes
blink
right
and you miss it.
Yeah, don't blink, don't sip your coffee, put your iced tea down or whatever it is Friday. Your martini, your cocktail. It melts into the skin. It actually has optical brighteners, okay? Optical brighteners, see how bright this side is now? Because of optical brighteners. It used to be in 1982, we would literally go 2 or 3 shades lighter to get this kind of look. So now, full of hydration and moisture, this skin gets naturally thin, dehydrated, that's why it gets dark. So why not go after the reason why we're wearing a concealer? So this has peptides in it, hyaluronic acid in it, vitamin E in it, aloe. All of those ingredients are going to help with hydration, with moisture, because this area here, thinnest skin on our face, produces absolutely no moisture. Not one lick of it, right? So we have to put it back, and that's what making this look plump. Not just me that says it. A plus, A plus. I didn't even get those grades in college, okay? But the skin appeared more radiant and luminous, 100%. Temporary improvement appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. That's why we wear it. It's thin, it's dark, we get fine lines and wrinkles. We put a concealer. Most of the time, it's accentuating it. So I had to change that. If you could find a regular concealer that does this good a job, I wouldn't have made it. Right? It just didn't exist.
Yeah. And I just have to tell you, this is the big jumbo. This is the big size. That's $32 by itself. So for a couple of bucks less, we actually threw in a $24 brush, which will be your favorite brush because look at that unique shape, which mine is now dirty, but it's got this unique shape. It's very dense and it pats the product in and gets into those little nooks and crannies and those corners. So an incredible deal. It's essentially, gosh, 32 and 24, somebody do the math, 6 and 5. So 56.
Math was not my good subject.
$56 here, not today. Birthday price for you for our big birthday bash, $29. Remember, the big size here, this is the $32 one. You're getting that. We threw in the $24 brush. So let's do the shades again. All 10 shades still available. They always start selling out, particularly the fair and the rich, right,
Yeah,
Doris?
they do. Usually those bookends do. So fair, porcelain, pink, burn in the sun, snow white. Fair light, her sister, but a little bit warmer. Light, me, you start to see that yellow come in, but I'm still pink. You know, that green cream, I've got that red. Light, medium, starting to warm up, that's Leslie. Medium, very neutral. You get a good suntan. I'm mad at you because I wish I could tan like that. Tan, Michelle Yarn, olive skin tone. Tan Deep, Debbie D, got a little bit of red undertone there. Deep is actually neutral. Deep Rich has a little bit of blue, and then Rich goes back to neutral. So listen, when you can put on a concealer, Leslie, that no one can see,
Right.
That's the trick of concealing. When you can see the concealer, so can everyone else. So I wanted to create a concealer that ultimately brighten that under eye area. So you're seeing Michelle. Watch, see the brightness?
Yes.
So most of the time we say, I want you to get the same shade that you wear in foundation. So you're seeing Michelle put on, she's in a medium shaded foundation, medium concealer. See that brightness that she's seeing? It's blending and melding into the skin, but it's hydrating with chamomile, cucumber, algae, magnesium, buzz ingredient right now. I've known about it for a long time, just because you're hearing about it now.
Like a miracle mineral, yeah, absolutely.
Vitamin C, aloe, vitamin E, lavender, green tea, and these peptides that come out of Korea, which are the most interesting peptides for reparative and restorative properties for skin, is in there. So not only am I camouflaging you, I'm taking care of the under eye area. I'm brightening it up, making you look more wide awake.
And it's so smooth, right? It goes on thin. Yes,
it has proprietary pigments that just block everything out.
So I've put on one eye. You'll see after you see our live model. Look at that instant brightness. Look at it goes on really thin, like a really smooth serum, and then it blends in, melts in. You don't know where it starts and where it ends. So remember, you're getting the big size, the jumbo here. That full size is $32 on its own. For a couple of dollars less, we threw in a $24 brush. That is my favorite kind of math. This is the opportunity to get it home, to try it out. So many of you with just the green cream and your this covers everything.
That's why we put it together.
So do you see my, I mean, you can see where I put it on. So I got it on this side. It's bright. It looks brand new. The makeup looks fresh. And then look at this side. Tired. I still got boxes in my bedroom. I don't know where my underwear is. It's it's incredible. I mean, the night and day difference. This looks like I slept 12 hours, that I've been off for 3 days. Not so. You've seen me every day this week.
I think it's so interesting because the minute someone tries this, they go, this is the best concealer. We've won so many awards with this T.C.E. concealer because when you put this on, it's so lightweight. You think it's not going to cover because it's so lightweight. And I'm like, no. It's going to cover. It's going to cover all of that darkness. Look how bright. I'm going to do the same thing that Leslie did. It's all bright. It's smooth. Leslie, before you do it, look. You can see I'm on this side. Look, nice and smooth. Leslie on that side. And this, you know what? HD TV is meant to find every flaw that you have. So this should normally look cracked up. It shouldn't be that smooth.
But look at that. You don't see where the blush starts, right? Because it just melts right into the skin. You don't see my lines and crinkles. I have them. I'm on the 5th floor. I'm on the
6th floor.
Yeah,
what happens when we get to the 13th floor and they don't make that floor?
But we earned it. I love that you said that. We earned it. It is a privilege to be alive. So you know what? Just wear better product. This is all clean beauty. Look at these before and afters. One application.
Incredible.
It's brought life back to her skin. You don't need a full face of makeup unless you love a full face of makeup. With your green cream that you just picked up as our weekly deal drop and a little bit of this covers everything. That's why, Doris, the truth is we cover a lot of amazing brands here, but most of our hosts at HSN wear this concealer. I mean, we just love it, right? We're not allowed to pick favorites, but I know that I adore this product. And look at that. That is some major darkness.
Well, that's the hardest thing to cover. It's hereditary dark circles. Incredibly difficult to cover, and most people will just be packing on the concealer. It instantly brightens, it cancels out the look of darkness, and it actually helps to hydrate, moisturize, create bounce underneath that eye so it doesn't look so dehydrated. Those ingredients are powerful moisturizers, hydrators that go underneath that eye, and it does its job. So it's not just about putting some sort of pigment and whiting out the process. That's not what it's about. Look here at little Adriana. Look at that bounce underneath her eye. Look at that glow. That makes that under eye look like you've rested, not like Leslie that hasn't rested, that's moving.
And I have a bad mattress.
It looks like you've lived here for 40 years.
I got a bad mattress too that I bought, and now I got to return it. So here are the 10 shades. They always, listen, especially the bookends, the fair and the rich, always the first to go. I really encourage you to try this. You're getting such a deal because we threw in the $24 brush for like $2 less, $3 less. It's unbelievable. For $3 less than the concealer, you're getting a $24 brush. So fair, light. I have the light medium. We've got medium, tan deep, rich, and then rich available for you. 874-258 is your item number. It's our birthday bash weekend, everybody, through Sunday. So we've got a lot of great deals for you like this. This is 100